money can buy. Her beauty represents me well. She loves me and others can tell. Her heart is where my love would dwell. Talk about her man and she would rebel. I ain't ashamed, this ain't a game. She was right there in the storm and the rain. Endure the pain and the financial strain. Now she gon' shine with the fortune and fame. She gambled her life for me. She sacrificed for me. She deserves it all. It's only right, you see. No matter the price, you see. I picture me driving the foreign. Picture me driving the front and now my history is changing. She's my day one and there is no rearranging. She's had my back through the times when things were straining. Now she benefit from every cent I'm gaining. Listen to what I'm saying. No dividing, no compromising. She gon' ride while I keep on climbing. Just recognize we gon' keep on thriving. She believe that I'll see greatness in due timing. I picture me driving a foreign. My shawty, she riding the passenger side.
Hey, 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 hey. Yeah, with my lady. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all already know what it is, man. It is a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Would you be my neighbor? You know what I'm saying? That's that poetry right there. You are tuned in to the BU Radio Network, and you're at the right place at the right time, listening to the right show. We got the right host, interviewing the right guests, only for the right listeners. And if you are listening with your boy today, you are most definitely the right listener, and we appreciate you listening. Welcome to That's My Producer. I go by the name of I Am Natrell, a.k.a. Natrell.com. I got a lot of other AKAs, you know what I'm saying? Now, all of them ain't good AKAs, too, but you know what I'm saying? I only answer to two of them. That's just how we do it right there, man. I have an awesome, wonderful show planned out for you today, and we pre-recorded. You know what I'm saying? When you got stars, you know what I'm saying? You got stars, and then you got stars. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes for the stars, you gotta open up that extra time. You know, when they got them big things happening, you know what I'm saying, in town, you know, and doing their thing out here, man. So happy Thursday. I know that even though it's a pre-record, it's still going to be on the Thursday. So happy Thursday. So whatever Thursday it is, happy Thursday to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all tapping in and tuning in with your boy today. Always doing big things. Always got big people coming through with big situations. You know what I'm saying? So appreciate y'all tapping in, tuning in. We got some things that I want to kind of throw out there real quick. If you're looking for a place to do your podcast or a place to do your radio show, consider the BU Network. You know what I'm saying? We're brilliantly unique. So if you have an idea that may be a little bit different from other ideas, this is the place for you. You know what I'm saying? So come on and hit us in the inbox, and we'll definitely show you some love today. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody out there that ain't wearing no mask no more. You feel me? The mask mandate has been lifted. Well, at least today it is. Now, I don't know whenever this show airs. That might be different. But as of now, we ain't got to wear no mask. So shout out to everybody who wasn't wearing their damn mask in the first place. Shout out to y'all. Now y'all don't have to wear it, and y'all ain't got to worry about people looking at y'all crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful because I don't like wearing my mask. You know what I'm saying? I feel like God gave me a face that I want to show. And I felt like the mask was taken away from that. And the guest that I'm getting ready to bring on also has a beautiful face that needs to be shown. And you know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure she don't want to wear that damn mask either. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to get into that, man. But before we get into our guest, we're going to jump into this song. Shout out to East God Selly. We're going to play his song. It's called PTSD. It's one of my joints, man. I like this song. So make sure y'all tap in. Continue to tune in. If you're listening, I need y'all to press that share button about 1,000 times. Share it to all your auntie, your cousin, your nephew, them. You know what I'm saying? Your boyfriend, your mistress. You know what I'm saying? Your side chick. All of that. I need all of y'all on the live feed. You know, no, don't say nothing that's going to get you caught. But I need all of y'all on the live feed. So make sure y'all share, like, subscribe to the page, like the page, whatever social media platform you're listening on. Make sure you just show us some love. So we're going to get into this joint. Here's that East God Selly, PTSD. Let's go.
And I ain't gon' lie, got some issues. Post-traumatic stress from all this shit I've been through. And I ain't gon' lie, I really miss you. And it get hard up in this life, girl, it ain't simple. And I ain't gon' lie, got some issues. Post-traumatic stress from all this shit I've been through. And I ain't gon' lie, I really miss you. And it get hard up in this life, girl, it ain't simple.
Hit up Sally, I'm like, fire, what we doing today? Fuck these other niggas, boy, they wanna ride the wave. Rockstar lifestyle every night and day. And my feelings about some shit, so I get high today. Girl, if I give you my heart, will you drive away? Can you stay with me? I'm numb to pain. Love your vibe, you make me nervous, wanna run away. And you be on my mind, I hit you up today.
And I ain't gon' lie, I got some issues. Post-traumatic stress from all this shit I've been through. And I ain't gon' lie, I really miss you. And it get hard up in this life, girl, it ain't simple.
And I ain't gon' lie, I got some issues. Post-traumatic stress from all this shit I've been through. And I ain't gon' lie, I really miss you. And it get hard up in this life, girl, it ain't simple.
Post-traumatic stress, feel like Steven Tyler. Push back to the face, going off the wire, no liar. Really be smoking that fire, keep that spinning like tires. Don't want your girl, I don't like. Hey, fuck it, I'd rather let you talk. I got that slide like the moonwalk. She told me she loved me, I told her don't love me too hard. We pulling up in like 2 cars, I'm finna stop in like 2 bars. I got this sound like I'm Mozart, I got the gas like a go-kart.
Sometimes I wish I seen a shooting star. No, I wouldn't wish for fancy cars, just better days. Wish I could be a bird so I can fly away.
And I ain't gon' lie, I got some issues. Post-traumatic stress from all this shit I've been through. And I ain't gon' lie, I really miss you. And it get hard up in this life, girl, it ain't simple. And I ain't gon' lie, I got some issues. Post-traumatic stress from all this shit I've been through. And I ain't gon' lie, I really miss you. And it get
Hard up in the
this life,
streets.
girl, it ain't simple.
Hey, and I ain't gonna lie, I got some issues. Post-traumatic stress from all the shit I've been through. I done been through some shit too. I ain't gonna even lie, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I be having that little post-traumatic stress too, so that's why I love this song so much, man, because it hit home for me, you know what I'm saying? The brother know I got some issues. I know that I need some prayer, you know what I'm saying? Prayer changes things, though, so the more y'all pray for me, the better I get. So I ain't gonna lie, I got some issues, but it's just because of that post-traumatic stress. Shout out to East God Selly, man. That's my joint for real. I have an awesome show planned out for y'all, man. Listen, the guests I'm getting ready to bring today. See, y'all used to a certain type of guest up in here, you know what I'm saying? But this guest, man, and then did a couple movies, then been across the globe, you know what I'm saying? I asked her where she was from. She was like, well, I'm from here, I'm from there, and I'm from there, and then I went there, and then I came back, and then I went back over there, and then now I'm in Vegas, you know what I'm saying? And so I wanna salute her because she still got that Vegas love though. You know what I'm saying? She got that Vegas love, but she got that accent. You know what I'm saying? So she from all these different countries and stuff. You know, I'm pretty sure she probably speak a whole bunch of different languages. Maybe we can get her to say some shit today. You know what I'm saying? But I wanna welcome Deborah Richards to the show, man. Appreciate you being here today. How are you feeling?
Feeling great. Thank you so much for having me on here today.
Hey, see, y'all can already tell by the accent. You know what I'm saying? This all sound all nice and stuff. I'm so glad you're here today. You know what I'm saying? So tell us a little bit about yourself. So which places are you from and,
Oh
and
my
how that
gosh.
works?
Yeah. So I was born in England.
Okay.
I grew up in the Middle East on a little island called Bahrain.
Okay.
Then I lived in Paris in France. Then I lived in England. Then I moved to Florida, and I've been in Vegas 22 years now.
Wow, 22 years. So after 22 years, you from Vegas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, from Vegas, yeah.
Let me ask you this: being from seeing so many different, there's difference between from state to state, but
Right.
then country to country. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's so weird. I mean, every country's a trip, right? But
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, people say to me, "What's your favorite place in the world?" And I tell them, "Las Vegas is the best country in the world."
Yeah, because we are our own little country out here.
It is. It's like its own little thing. I mean,
Exactly.
We're surrounded by the desert and the mountains, and we're like tucked away, and it's like the Wild West out here. So it's its own thing, right?
Exactly. It seems like anything that you need, any place that you want to go, technically, you can go to the Strip and go there. You know, you want to go to Paris, you know, go to the Paris casino. You know, you want to go to New York, go to the New York. You know what I'm saying? There's so much of everything. You can go, you know, to the Venetian, to the everything. You know what I'm saying?
But it's not just the Strip. I mean, there's so much out here. I mean, people don't realize like Las Vegas is one of those few cities that you can literally go snowboarding.
Oh, yeah.
And water and water skiing in the same day if you wanted.
Oh yeah.
It'd be a tough day, but you could do it.
And it's funny though, I've actually experienced that. Going up to like Mount Charleston. Mount Charleston is less than 30 minutes away. You know,
it's
you,
crazy. And we go skiing there like 3 months of the year.
yeah. I was there and it was nice down here, and went up to Mount Charleston and it was snowing. You know what I'm saying? So I posted something on social media. Everybody thought I was in another state somewhere. Like, where you at? Like,
The thing
look,
that
right up the
people-
street.
The thing that people don't know about Vegas snow is it actually tastes like strippers' tears and cocaine.
Oh. Well, I've never tasted the snow. However, I can
Told.
I can-
Told.
I can only imagine. I want to send a shout out to AJ Dean. You know what I'm saying? For setting this thing up. Very beautiful, very very wonderful person. So I want to shout out to her and her family and everybody that she represents. And appreciate you once again for setting this up, man.
Thanks, AJ.
How did you two connect?
Through Clubhouse. Are you familiar with Clubhouse?
Yeah, Clubhouse.
Yeah. So it's crazy. So like a year ago, I was one of my films was in the Micho Film Festival at the Chinese Theater in LA,
Yeah.
and they did their meet and greet on Clubhouse, and I'd never been on Clubhouse before. And for those of you who don't know, it's like an audio drop-in app,
Yeah.
and it's been so powerful for my career over the last year.
Mhm.
I've literally met my manager, my lawyer, the assistant director on my last movie, the music supervisor on my last movie, one of my finances, AJ, all of these people I met through Clubhouse. So it's
Wow.
it's an incredible way to network, and it's for sure like a main line into the movie biz. It's incredible.
I've been sleeping because I listen to like Clubhouse stuff on like YouTube, but I've never actually been on Clubhouse myself. Like I listen to some of the artists or some of the managers that I follow to get certain information from, but I never actually go on Clubhouse to. I think a lot of it was because Clubhouse is a Apple-based.
Well, it was to begin with. But
Yeah.
and also it was only invite only to begin with, but now it's like open to Android and Apple, and anyone can join. And
Yeah.
You got to get in the mix, man. It's cool because there's a lot of contacts to be made. There's a lot of information to be shared, and I go there to add value when I can and to learn when I can. And it's been great, especially in this like lockdown when we're all looking for those kind of emotional connections and we just want to feel, part of the tribe and stuff.
Yeah.
We're lacking that. It's really good at bringing people together. So I like it. I still spend. I'm trying to wean myself off it a little because I spend too much time on it.
Yeah.
Some people call it crack house. It's pretty addictive, but yeah, I'm on there like maybe 4 or 5 hours a week for sure.
Wow. Well, we want to get into a lot more of what it is that you do, who it is that you are. I want to get into a song while you know what I'm saying, because we wouldn't be a radio show if we didn't play some music. So
Let's do it.
want to get into some music. I actually have a single that's out right now called Notice. So I'm going to play this song called Notice. We're going to put all y'all on notice that y'all better come back because we got a good show planned out. And we want to find out more about Miss Deborah Richards up in this thing. So make sure y'all stick around, stay tuned, and let's get into this song called Notice by I Am That Trill. Let's go.
A 9 to 5 again. I'm back on my grind again. I keep a small circle. I'm not trying to find a friend. Don't pretend. I was sick. Niggas wasn't fucking with me. Niggas wouldn't come and get me. Got myself up off the ground. I'm not stopping now. Got 'em wondering how did I do it? Back on my music. I should be losing. Created confusion. Find it amusing. It's an illusion. Me and DT still flex. They tried to turn him, but he wouldn't let it. I dusted my shoulders and didn't sweat it. These niggas on notice, leaving them open. Me and my team staying focused, cause we have been chosen. Don't worry about who is the dopest. This is our moment. I'm giving you something explosive, causing commotion. I'm putting these niggas on notice. Sound the alarm, it's our time now. If you don't know, you gon' find out. I'm putting it all on the line now. It's all by design now. Rivals be sinking like quicksand. Me and my team making hits, man. All of our business legit. We go the distance. I've been working hard daily. The Lord is my witness. Me and Jay Breezy, we all about business. Can't stand the heat. Get the fuck out the kitchen. Never gonna stop till I finish my mission. I'm in position. Hit every mark and I shoot with precision. I got that spark in my music. Just listen. I never lose. Winning is my addiction. Yeah. Leaving them open. Me and my team staying focused. Staying focused. We have been chosen. I'm giving you something explosive. Causing commotion. Niggas don't notice. I'm never giving. I'll never tap out. I'll never back down. Even when I'm in doubt, I am never scared. I'll always stay prepared. Sometimes I feel unstoppable. The victory's declared. And I'll never forget exactly where I came from. They kicked me while I was down, that's where the pain from. When I asked them for help, I watched them play dumb. Keep on playing, nigga. I'm putting these niggas on notice. I put them on notice, leaving them open, yeah. Focus. Don't worry about who is the dopest, yeah. This is our moment. This is our moment. Oh, I noticed.
Hey, putting them all on notice right now that we are back in this thing. Welcome back to the BU Network. If you just stepped in, we want to welcome you. You know what I'm saying? That's my producer. I go by the name of I Am Nat Trill, aka nattrill.com. And we got Miss Deborah Richards in the building, like my friend Wong says. Man, it's time to introduce you and tell people who you really are. You know what I'm saying?
Who I really am.
Who you really are.
Behind the mask.
Behind the mask.
So, yeah, my name's Debbie Richards. I'm a film director from Las Vegas. I've been freelance writing and directing for about 15 years.
Wow.
I got 4 Emmys. Directed about 100 TV commercials.
Mm-hmm.
And my first big movie, I guess, is coming out this summer.
Wow.
As a writer, director, DP, and editor.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a short that was doing the rounds last year on the festival circuit that just kind of blew up.
Wow.
And just came out on Tubi.com. And so, yeah, it's a little bit about me. I'm a film director.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That is amazing. I want to let me do this right quick because there's a picture on your press kit. I just happen to love this picture.
Thanks. Whole lot of attitude in that picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the inspiration behind that picture right there?
I think I was just feeling like full of attitude that day and just feeling kind of rebellious and punky, and it's actually just a selfie, but yeah, and people really liked it and stuff. So a street artist called Ryan Williams here in Vegas, he kind of like printed it up and put some overlay art over
Wow.
it, and now it's for sale as an NFT for like $10,000.
Now that's really big. Now, for all of you guys who don't know, would you kind of explain to everybody what an NFT is?
Okay, well, I'm not an expert, but I'll
Okay.
do my best. So NFT, it's basically like a certificate of authenticity. So like if you're a digital artist and you make something in Photoshop, it's hard to sell because someone else could just like, copy it.
Yeah.
So what an NFT does, it kind of, it's like a certificate of authenticity. It kind of like certifies that this is the one and original piece of artwork.
Yeah.
And then you can kind of add utilities to an NFT, which means if you buy the NFT, you might get something along with that. Like you might get an experience or a digital download or something.
Yeah.
I mean, a utility can be anything. It could be like, buy this picture of me, and the utility is you get a free digital download of my next movie, or you get free membership to a website, or a utility can be anything, but you can add a whole bunch of utilities to an NFT.
Yeah.
So it's and then of course so it's really good for like digital artists and
Yeah.
musicians and creators. And you've got this whole community out there of people that collect NFTs. And we're actually going to be using NFTs as part of the marketing strategy for my next movie. So that's
Wow.
interesting. I'm looking forward to getting into that and learning more about that myself.
Yeah, I encourage people if you're into getting into the arts and want to get into like making investments. NFTs is rising. It's rising, really major, and a lot of these NFTs are going to be worth a whole lot of money. So it's like what digital real estate.
It's a whole new world, right?
Exactly.
It's a whole new world. We were just talking about that when just before the show. Like, oh my gosh, it's another thing I gotta learn.
Yeah.
When does learning stop?
It never stops.
Never stops.
We'll be learning to the day we stop breathing.
But
You know
that's
what
a
I'm
beautiful
saying?
thing, right? That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah,
The more
absolutely.
you learn, the more you earn, right?
That's right.
That's right.
That's right. So make sure you guys learn about the NFTs and everything. What made you go that direction though?
Well, just because it's cutting edge, and to be honest, my whole career I've always leaned into technology, like my cameras, I like my gadgets, and like my technology. And I've been using technology my whole life. Like I got my first video camera in like 1980.
Wow.
And so I built my first website in 1988 when the web just started.
Wow.
So I've always leaned into technology, and it's just like, it's now NFTs and crypto. It's the latest and greatest, so it's time to lean into that.
Yeah, and you also used to do a little music back in the day, from what I understand.
Yeah. So it's crazy. So one of the reasons why I became a film director is because it's kind of like it was a convergence of all these digital skills that I built up over the years. Like when I was 15, I was a studio engineer in England, and that was the beginning of the digital music revolution. I mean, that was, like, I'm going to date myself a little here, but that was like when Frankie Goes to Hollywood and stuff was blowing up, and keyboards and MIDI and sequencing and samplers was like really new and cutting edge. So I kind of like cut my teeth in the digital music revolution back then. But then, I also got into like Photoshop when it switched over to color, like around Photoshop 3 or something. And like I said, played with websites in 88. And so over the years, all these different digital skills were like the basis for my technical skill set as a film director.
Wow. Now that's amazing right there.
Thanks.
So you went from that straight into I just want to just do my own movies, period, point blank.
Pretty much. I mean, I kind of fell into it, to be honest. Once upon a time out here in Vegas, I owned a bar, and I had to do all the flyers and the ads and the little promo videos back on MySpace in the day.
MySpace.
Yeah, back on I was like, Facebook is never gonna win this race. It's all gonna be about MySpace.
Oh,
And I was
yeah.
so wrong.
Yeah,
But,
you never hear about MySpace. And the crazy
Yeah.
thing is, it's turned into a music platform now.
That is wild. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember those T-shirts that guys used to have that say things like "Your mum's on my top 8," and all that. But yeah, so I kind of I was playing around with all these like graphics and images and videos and stuff, and then I just started kind of making some little shorts, and a friend of mine was like, "Hey, why don't you go to film school?" And so he talked me into going to the College of Southern Nevada out here in Vegas. And it's when I was in film school that I did this short that kind of blew up, and it won me 4 Emmys back in 2015, 2016. And that like super accelerated my career as a freelance writer, director, editor. And things just blew up from there.
Wow. So let's get into the first film that you've ever done. Assuming that I have the first film that you ever done.
Well, I've done a lot of shorts. I mean,
Okay.
in like 10, 15 years, I've done like 9 shorts. But it was, but the short that I did a couple years ago called Dark Lights, that really blew up last year. And because of that led to, I had a lot of level up momentum in my career last year. And because of Dark Lights, it blew up, and it led to the opportunity to make my first feature film, like full-length movie, which is called Move Me No Mountain, and that comes out this summer. So everything blew up because of Dark Lights, but that led to Move Me No Mountain. And ironically, that film has led to what I'm doing for my next film that comes out next summer. So it's all just, building and building on
Forward progression.
yeah,
Forward progression.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Started at the bottom, now the whole team's here.
I like that. So let's talk about this Dark Lights. Tell us a
Yeah.
little bit about that movie.
Sure.
short.
So it was a short film that came out in January last year. It did the festival circuit. It got like 45 honors at film festivals. It's a little, it's a horror. It's kind of like a little bit of a grindhouse.
Yeah.
And I'm known as like an author in training, which means basically I jump from genre to genre to genre, because I like all genres. I'm like, I love film, right? I love cinema.
Yeah.
So even though that was a horror, I'm not like necessarily a horror director. I do all kinds of genres, but yeah, it really blew up. And because I love Vegas so much, the story's like super Vegas centric.
Wow.
And it's I don't want to give too much away because well, you can go check it out. It's actually just came out online on Tubi.com. It's actually part of the United States of Horror, which is a feature anthology where each short film in the horror movie represents a different state. And Dark Lights represents Nevada. And it's also the first short in the feature, and it's narrated by Pinhead from Hellraiser.
Wow.
And that just came out last week on Tubi.com.
Wow.
And you can go watch it for free right now, streaming on Tubi.com. You don't even have to create like a profile or anything. And like I said, it's the first short on that, and the feature film is called The United States of Horror. So please go check it out and let me know what you think.
Wow. Okay. Well, and we also have a little preview of what it's gonna be like when you check it out. So
Cool.
what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna play this preview. My engineers can leave our mics on just in case we wanna expound on something.
Okay,
But let's go into the preview now.
let's do it.
Rainy days have swept across my eyes, thinking of you. And this room becomes a shrine, thinking of you. And the way you are sends the shivers to my head. You're gonna fall down dead. You're gonna
that right there is a hell of a preview right there.
Right on, right on.
I had, I think I want to go see that. It. I'm not really a scary movie type of person, but there's, it definitely has a different type of flavor to it.
Oh yeah. It's definitely got like kind of almost like Blade Runner type
Yeah.
vibe going on, and the music is the soundtrack's kind of got like a bit of a kind of indie, kind of cyberpunk,
Yeah.
80s, noir vibe to it. So it's pretty distinctive, and like I said, it was that short that got me the juice to make my next movie. So I'm super proud of it. And
Tell me a little bit about the shooting process, or the process of choosing the right people for the parts and the whole nine. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, with Dark Lights, it was it was difficult because I was a writer, director, DP, camera girl, visual effects artist, special effects artist, wardrobe,
Wow.
editor, colorist, sound designer, and even wrote the song at the beginning. So because I did so much on it, it literally took like forever, right? It took a couple
Wow.
of years to make that short. So in choosing the team, it was mostly choosing myself, right? But as far as like the cast and stuff,
Yeah.
they were mostly friends. People that I've worked with on different projects and stuff. It's really common in Hollywood to like work with the same people again and again because
Yeah.
when you go to do a new project, you want to work with people that you know, that you like, that you
Yeah.
enjoy their company. And people often ask me, like, how do I get to be in one of your movies? And I always tell them, like, the easiest answer is just be my friend. Because,
Yeah.
like, the first people I'm calling are my friends.
Yeah.
Because I just like that. It's a family vibe that way. And I do this for the love of the game, right? And you want to play the game with your friends.
Absolutely. Let's get into this next movie then.
All right.
So, when you did the last movie,
Yeah.
finally got it out there,
Yeah.
what made you go to the type of movie that the next movie is?
Right. So my feature film that comes out this summer is called "Move Me No Mountain," and like the Shaka Khan song, and it's basically about it's a drama shot like a thriller,
Mm-hmm.
and again it's set in Vegas. All my stories are Vegas centric, and
Wow.
it's about a real estate agent called Jenna Anderson,
Mm-hmm.
and she can't get over the crushing guilt of her daughter's death.
Wow.
So she decides to voluntarily peace out and walk out of society, and out of choice becomes homeless on the streets of Sin City, Las Vegas.
Wow.
So the movie deals with the subject matter of the unsheltered, and in order to deal with the subject matter with dignity and authenticity, we worked really closely with Las Vegas Rescue Mission and Shine a Light Foundation.
Wow.
And Las Vegas Rescue Mission set up all these interviews for me with people that used to be unsheltered that are now in homes. And so I was able to take a lot of their experiences and stories and put them in the film, so it's super realistic and
Wow.
authentic to what the unsheltered experience is like in modern urban America. And then Shine a Light took me into the tunnels. A lot of people don't know this, but there are 700 miles of tunnels under Las Vegas
Yeah.
and of storm drains. And when you walk on the famous Las Vegas Strip, you are literally walking like 4 feet above people that are living beneath you. There's about 30,000 people that are unsheltered in Vegas, and about 3,000 of them live in the tunnels. And they have communities down there, they have jurisdictions, they have mayors. And so before shooting the movie, I spent like a lot of time in these tunnels, hanging out, sharing a joint, chatting to them, sharing stories, and getting to know the community so that I could represent them authentically.
Wow.
Also, as a result of that, 10% of the proceeds of this movie are going to 4 local charities that help those most at risk in our community in Vegas.
Wow, that's major. The fact that you did all of that research,
Yeah.
like I mean, it's easy for you to just come up with something in your head and say, "Hey, we're gonna do a movie based on this."
Well,
But when
but I think that the thing with especially this subject is that those people, they're so invisible and they don't have a voice.
Yeah.
So it would be so easy for me to just make up stories and put it out there and like not fairly represent them. And because they don't have a voice and because they are so at risk, it made it even more important to do this research and represent them authentically and with dignity.
And it's crazy. So many people come to Vegas, you'll never know.
You
You
never
never know.
know.
Everybody sees the lights. You know what I'm saying? I call it blinded by the lights.
Right,
You know what I'm
and
saying?
it's so crazy because I've been under Caesars and I've been under the Rio and I've looked up through the grates, and see the tourists walk past and I have no idea there's people literally living underneath it.
Yeah, that is so crazy. That is so crazy. I'm looking for somebody to do a documentary and really, take cameras and stuff like that to show people like, hey, there's a life under here, and people are really, surviving every day, living in a tunnel.
Well, that's part of the problem is that a lot of these people down there, they don't want to be seen.
Yeah.
They don't want a camera in their face. They don't want people to know. Like, it's so interesting. Like, I think in society these days we think of homeless people or unsheltered people as it's more politically correct to say now. A lot of these people, we tend to think of them as drunks or like drug addicts, right? But there are so many stories and reasons why people become unsheltered.
Yeah.
Like sometimes it's through just like terrible luck, like retired couples whose home burnt down in California wildfires, or veterans with PTSD, or some people just like the main character in my movie voluntarily become unsheltered as a form of penance to beat themselves up or punish themselves for mistakes past made.
Wow.
So for all these reasons, a lot of these people they don't want a light shined on them. You know, they want help and they need help, but they don't want to they don't want to broadcast their lifestyle or their situation.
Wow, I'm surprised that the government hasn't tried to regulate it. And
Yeah, man, it's an affordable housing crisis that we have across the country.
yeah,
That's what the problem is. The problem isn't people living on the streets. The problem is people can't afford homes.
and I feel like that's gonna get worse because
Yeah.
right here in Vegas, the prices for everything. Remember you could get a nice 2-bedroom apartment for 800. Now
Not anymore.
you'll be lucky if you can get it for 15.
Right. The divide between the haves and the have-nots in this country, especially in urban areas, is just getting greater.
Yeah.
And one of the goals we have with this movie is just to raise global awareness
Wow.
about the situation and what it's like in modern urban America, So hopefully it will shine a light on that and we'll do some good and entertain some people in the meantime. And I'm really excited. But if you're interested in learning more about the movie, you can go to movemenomountain.com.
Yeah.
And there'll be you can watch the teaser trailer. It's just like a little 15-second teaser trailer, but also there'll be like this pop-up that comes up, and you can put in your email address, and then you'll be the first to know about any advanced screenings or even red carpet opportunities for the
Wow.
premiere. So I encourage you to go to movemenomountain.com and put in your email, Addie, and so we can let you know about the movie and follow along on the journey.
Absolutely. Let's get into the trailer for this
Cool.
right now. Here we go. Really interesting trailer. I like that.
Cool.
Wow. So what do you have coming up next?
Oh wow! So it's funny. I always said I would never do a documentary, right? Because I like watching them, but it's not really my jam as a filmmaker, right?
Mm-hmm.
So but Stanley Kubrick once said, you don't pick your movies pick you,
Yeah.
and that's exactly what happened. Revisiting some past history with some old friends who are in the liquor industry and bartending industry. We were chatting recently and we said, it'd be great if we did a documentary about flair bartending, like flipping bottles and stuff.
Yeah.
Las Vegas is the capital of the world for flair bartending.
Yeah.
So myself and a couple of other a couple of guys who are legends in that industry, we're putting together the first ever flair documentary. It's called Shaken and Stirred,
Wow.
the story of flair bartending, and it comes out summer next year. And we're going to start shooting it in a couple of months, and we're going to interview all these legendary bartenders from all around the world, and showcase their amazing skills of flipping bottles and stuff. And we're also going to follow 3 flair bartenders as they prepare for a really big competition in Palm Beach in Florida in September. So we're going to follow their journey as they get ready for that. And it's real interesting because flair bartending kind of blew up after the movie Cocktail, and then it kind of died down, and now it's blowing up again. But at its peak, there used to be the World Championships in Vegas every year, and for like 11 years, and it would sell out the Rio showroom with like 3,000 people watching at the World Championships, and it never crossed through to mainstream media. It should have become like an X Games or something, but it could never cross through because you can't sell a bottle of Smirnoff to an 8-year-old like you can with a skateboard, right?
Yeah.
So it was always like this kind of underground sport or underground art, and so now I think it's time to finally expose that to the world and show people all these legends of bartending that never really truly got their time in the limelight like they really deserve. So that's called Shaken and Stirred, the story of flair bartending, and that comes out next summer, like next year, 2023.
Yeah, that's amazing. So, if you guys are interested in maybe participating in the part and maybe doing some acting or something like that, is there a way that people can maybe try out? Or are you doing any casting?
That's a documentary. So the people, if anyone's interested in being a part of that, just go to flairdocumentary.com, and again, there'll be like a little pop-up. You can put in your email. But honestly, like I said, the best way to get involved in any of my projects is just be my friend.
Yeah.
And the quickest way to do that is just follow me on Instagram at Debian Pink, DebbieInPink, no E, Debian Pink, and I'm pretty active on social on Instagram. And if you follow me on there, you can always shoot me a message, say hi. Let's be friends.
Absolutely, and her Instagram is right underneath her name. So everybody that's looking on the Facebook or YouTube or Twitch or Twitter or any of the other platforms that we're live on right about now, you guys can go ahead and tap in with her. Super friendly person. Instantly fell in love when she came in the door because she has a very nice personality. So make sure you guys, if you haven't already followed her, make sure y'all go ahead after this show and go ahead and press that follow button. And then while you're at it, go ahead and follow Natrell. I am Natrell on all social media platforms as well. My stuff is right underneath me. And if you ain't already following BU Network, then you got some issues. You know what I'm saying? And you need to go ahead and get it taken care of. And go ahead and press that follow, that subscribe, button. And then we doing that. Are you on TikTok?
I'm not on TikTok. I think I'm too old for TikTok. But you know what? It's a lot to keep up with your Twitter and your Instagram and your Facebook and now the NFTs thing. And I'm pretty busy making movies and stuff, right? And I got a whole team that kind of keeps it together for me. But it's funny you're saying about being friendly because, filmmaking is a team sport.
Oh, yeah.
And there's no more collaborative art form than it. And we got a saying around my house that it's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice.
Yeah.
And if you're not a friendly, nice, kind person, you're not gonna go far in the movie business.
Oh, let's talk about that.
It's a relationship business.
Some people, like I've encountered being in this game, interviewing people and the whole nine, that a lot of the actors aren't that friendly.
Well, I think actors are a strange breed because they're almost like this kind of like they're almost like this empty vessel that they can, fill up with any kind of personality.
Yeah.
So a lot of actors that I've known, although I've been very fond of them, I've always found it hard to kind of like pinpoint who they really are.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So, but yeah, I mean, look, if you're a nice person and if you're friendly, then other people are gonna want to work with you.
Exactly.
And if you're not, it doesn't matter how talented you are. That's only gonna take you so far, and sooner or later, that steam's gonna run out, and people aren't gonna, the phone's gonna stop ringing.
Absolutely.
So be nice, be a nice
Yeah.
human, be a good human. I mean, shoot, we're here for such a short space of time in the universe that life's too short to be mean or grumpy or hold grudges or any of that stuff. It's just gonna weigh your soul down, So follow the light, man. Follow the light.
Yeah, follow the light, cause I ain't dealing with no more mean people on my show. You know what I'm saying?
Life's too short, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't want to interview you if you mean. If we can't have a good conversation, I'm cool on interviewing you, regardless of your status and how, big you might be or might think you are. Because everybody who think they big ain't necessarily big. You know what I'm saying? But let's get into some music and then we'll come back and wrap this show up. Once again, I appreciate everybody that's staying tuned with your boy. I am Nat Trail. We appreciate the views and want you to come back every single Thursday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, right here on the BU Network. We're going to get into this song by my brother Icy Jones. It's called That's My Brother. And I need y'all to go ahead and all streaming platforms and go ahead and pick up that That's My Brother song, because that joint is hot. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to get into this, and we'll be right back with you. Let's go.
Yeah. Jones, Vegas City, guns, let go. Hey, that's my brother, that's my brother. Never turn my back on my brother, that's my brother. Oh, that's my brother, that's my brother. Never let a sucker talk bad about my brother. Oh, that's my brother, that's my brother. Never turn my back on my brother, that's my brother. Oh, that's my brother, that's my brother. Never let a sucker talk bad about my brother. Back like a spinal tap. Although we never left like a red rag. Oh, hop in the booth, murder the track, kill. And you know we killed a mic like a toe tag. When it comes to this rap, boy, I'm top tier. No opinion, this fact, make that clear. No cap here, all claps cheers. Make a bet, cash checks, I'm the cashier. 500 each, boy, we made a grand. We ain't have to sell crack, wasn't weighing grams. Before Instagram, Jones and Goods had fans. On the block, selling hard copies hand to hand. That's my brother, that's my brother. Never turn my back on my brother, that's my brother. Oh, that's my brother, that's my brother. Never let a sucker talk bad about my brother. Oh, that's my brother, that's my brother. Never turn my back on my brother, that's my brother. Oh, that's my brother, that's my brother. Never let a sucker talk bad about my brother.
I could never switch. Stand firm in the trenches with my brother. If he did it, I'd never snitch. Even if you wrong, I'ma stand right next to you, homie. Give a what these on. And you can't catch me with a chick you already boned. She smiling in my face, I'm telling Icy Jones. Loyalty is what it is till I'm dead and gone. It's still senior scholar if you ain't knowing. Reppin' Vegas all night to the early morn. Double cup of yak, and I'm blunt blowing. On the heaty beat, hella outspoken. Me and Icy Jones, we the wave like the ocean.
That's my brother, that's my brother. Never turn my back on my brother, that's my brother. Oh, that's my brother, that's my brother. Never let a sucker talk bad about my brother. Oh, that's my brother, that's my brother. Never turn my back on my brother, that's my brother. Oh, that's my brother, that's my brother. Never let a sucker talk bad about my brother.
That's my brother, that's my brother, yeah. That's my brother, that's my brother, that's my brother, yeah. That's my brother, that's my brother, yeah. That's my brother, that's my brother, that's my brother, yeah. Hey, hey, hey. That's my brother, that's my brother, yeah.
Hey, that's my brother, that's my brother. Never turn my back on my brother, oh my sister. We ain't turning our backs on the people that we love and we care about. So shout out to my brothers, shout out to my sisters, shout out to all of the supporters of BU Network, all the supporters of I Am Nat Trail, and all the supporters of Miss, Deborah over there. And if you don't already know, I'm gonna put these movies back up here, and because I want y'all to actually go see. This is the Move Me No Mountains. You know what I'm saying? So I need y'all to go ahead and screenshot that right there. You know, that way you can go ahead and look that up right quick. And then here's the other one, Dark Lights, which is, I definitely want to see that one. It kind of has a different kind of vibe to it.
Oh, totally different vibe.
Absolutely. So, and then let everybody know exactly how they can go see it and how they can check that out.
Dark Lights you can see as part of a feature anthology called The United States of Horror, which is now available on Tubi.com.
Yes.
And Move Me No Mountain comes out this summer, so if you go to MoveMeNoMountain.com, put in your email address, you'll be the first to know.
And then what we'll do is, as well is if there's any links when we actually air this show, since this is a pre-recorded show, we'll go ahead and put the links in the bio so everybody can go ahead and just click the link and go straight up there. And I want them numbers to run all the way up. So if you are on here, and even if you don't watch that type of movie, I still want you to click on it and play it.
I guarantee you will have never seen Vegas in a movie like you will in Move Me No Mountain.
Absolutely.
Because in like Vegas movies, it's always like the casinos and that's it, right? And in Move Me No Mountain, we show the tunnels under the city. We go to the high rises of City Center. We go to Summerlin. We go to the suburbs. We go to the dingiest little corners of downtown. So we go to the desert. So you're gonna see Vegas like you've never seen it on film.
Wow, and there's a lot to Vegas, y'all. There's a whole lot to Vegas. Everybody just think it's the lights. But we got some good restaurants outside of the strip.
Oh, we got the best eats.
Exactly. I think it's you eat better outside and cheaper outside of the strip. But I mean, there's so much going on here. You know, we got Hoover Dam up the street. We got Lake Mead. We got all of the mountains that surround Vegas.
You know what's so cool about Hoover Dam? I directed this special for the History Channel a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And it was all about Hoover Dam and stuff. And I got we got to be like in the middle of the dam. And like right in the middle, I got to put my hand out this kind of like vent and touch the middle of the dam. Which is pretty cool.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fact that you're able to do that. What else? Real quick, because I know we got probably about 5 minutes left.
Yeah.
But I don't want to leave without finding out some of the other things that you've directed and been a part of.
Oh man, I'll give a shout out to another director here in town called Adrian Leone. He has a movie out on Amazon right now called Kindred. I was the VFX artist and colorist for that movie, and that just came out a few months ago on Amazon. So check that out. But while I'm doing shout outs, can I do a couple real quick? I just want to shout out my assistant AJ, my manager Zachary Lindsay, and of course my long-term collaborator and producer, Emmy-nominated Patrick Wertz.
No doubt.
This is my the inner core, right? These are the people that keep me together, keep me sane, and keep me moving forward. So I just want to shout out mad respect to them and love on the air.
Wow. Nothing like the power of a team. You know what I'm saying?
Makes the dream work.
That's
Teamwork
right.
Makes the dream work. You know, and I love that track he just played because I often tell people, right, I'm my brother's keeper.
Yeah.
Like, we are all responsible for each other, right? Like, the whole planet is a team.
Mm-hmm.
So we are all our brother's keeper and responsible for every single other person out there, and I love that. So so that song, you know, hit a chord with me.
Absolutely. So let's do this real quick. We're getting ready to get about this thing. Let everybody know once again how they can get in contact with you, websites, and all that other information.
Awesome. Yeah. MoveMeNoMountain.com. Go check it out. Put in your email. Follow me along on Instagram at DebianPink. And let's ride this thing out. Let's see where it goes.
Absolutely. I see big things happening for you. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks. It's an exciting journey, and like I said, started at the bottom, now the whole thing's here. So it's wonderful to share that with so many people that you love and enjoy, and get to meet wonderful new people.
That's right.
Like yourself. You know, it's a trip. I'm truly blessed, and I thank God because she's brought me here, and that's where we're at.
That's right. That's right. And I consider you friend now.
Aw.
So if you ever doing anything and you need a stand-in or anything, a phone call away.
Awesome.
And
I love that. You can never have enough friends, right?
That's right. That's right. That's right. So once again, tune in with me every single Thursday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's my producer right here on the BU Radio Network. And we want to see you. We want you to be a part because you're the right person for the person. You know what I'm saying? Feel me what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. All right. Well, we about to get up out of this thing. Let's end this show right with some inspiration. I want to give it up to a group called Forgiven. Out here in Vegas, they just dropped this new single that I love, absolutely love. It's called Finally Free.
Yes.
It's on all streaming platforms right now, so make sure y'all go pick that up. We gonna get up out this thing, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Thursdays, and we up out of here. Let's go.
How does it feel? Go ahead and just keep it real. Yeah. 'Cause you finally free, yeah. How does it feel? Yeah. No more bondage. Yeah. No more bondage. Yeah. You finally free, yeah.
Lord, I wanna say thank you for all the things that you brought me through. This year was the hardest. The devil tried to put me back where I started, but you can get me like that just so easy. My God, he's got my back, keeps on fighting. He'll never leave me like that, never blinded. He's always fighting for me, no more bondage.
Cast out sickness, strongholds, disease, all the things not of him and my God. We must believe I'm finally free.
How does it feel? Go ahead and just keep it real. Yeah. 'Cause you finally free, yeah. How does it feel? Yeah. No more bondage. Yeah. No more bondage. Yeah. You finally free, yeah.
Don't let them tell you there's nothing you can't do. 'Cause prayer is the strength that causes a breakthrough. God is in control, just let him guide you. He's proud of your light, he will never hide you. Now pick your head up and walk in your victory. Put the burdens down and walk in your victory. We gon' let him know that we are not ashamed. We want the whole world to see. I'm free from the heartbreaks and pain of this world that's been dragging me down. I'm free from my insecurity, that's why I have so much joy when I smile. I'm a yell it from the rooftop. I'm a yell it from the gutter.
He showed it on the cross, he gave his life to prove how much he loves me. Yeah.
Father God, we thank you right now because we are finally free. Because the Bible says, who the Son sets free is truly free indeed. No more shackles. You said no more chains. For we are free to worship you. And we thank you because we're finally.
How does it feel? Go ahead and just keep it real. Yeah. 'Cause you finally